What I want Triple Divide to bring, I think, is really just an idea where guys can have space. I think we get into this idea where we're doing so much clinical work or we're doing so much behavioral work. A space where guys could really have the freedom to mess up, to not be perfect, to have breakdowns, to not be constantly judged. There's really so many things to it. When they're acting out, it's not because of something else. They're acting out because of something that's going on inside. And it might be because they don't know how to deal with it. It might be because we're getting close to it. It might be because they don't want to look at it, or a combination of all of those things. But when all we're doing is focusing on interrupting the behaviors, I'm not giving them space to get behind it. And so that's a question I have consistently with my team. It's like, what's going on behind that? And the guys start to get that, because what it also too, it changes the dynamic, because they're so used to people reacting to these outbursts that they understand that dynamic. So when we don't have a reaction the way that other people have always reacted to them, it throws them off. And so now that also then provides a space for us to be able to capitalize on that opening that gets created from that. Treatment is a choice. We don't force them to do anything. We don't use restraints. I mean, you look around here, it's wide open. We're gonna do our best to keep them safe or make sure that nothing bad happens to them. But they also know that they have that choice. And then we value that choice too, because it's like, well, I could leave, and you're not. Good job making a good decision to stay, because leaving would be a bad decision. So let's value the fact that you made a good decision today. We're not gonna punish them for doing something that they can't really control. They're not being rational. And so we can't hold them responsible for it. What we can do is start to help them address the issues so that they don't have that emotional reaction in the future. They're already beating themselves up about it. There isn't anything we can do outside of them that's going to make them feel any worse about themselves than they already feel. And so to just pile on a consequence is just, it doesn't necessarily have that much power. It doesn't have that much power, because now it's looking at the behaviors versus looking at what's underneath that behavior. What does a finished Triple Divide Lodge product look like? It looks like a guy that recognizes how the disease of addiction is manifested in his life. He's leaving here with the language of recovery. He's leaving here with the degree of purpose. He's leaving here with the recognition of the chronic nature of his condition. He's leaving here recognizing that he is capable of doing more than he ever believed he was capable of doing. They're leaving here recognizing that this is the beginning and they have a ton of work to do. Valuing the changes they've made while also wanting more of it. And they believe they're capable of it. And they believe it's possible. So they're leaving here with hope.